You're saying
Huh?
what you just say?
Live. We just went live. This is hey, how's everybody doing? This Kenny boy, KB, KB Productions. This here, I got a guest here on my. We doing a father and a daughter thing because we know it's a lot of people's out there hurt, and really it was her, the one that brought my daughter is the one that brought it up about doing a father and daughter thing because we thought it would be helpful to people's, they when they reunite or don't know who their father is or want to know who their father is. Baby, can you tell me? This is Tanisha Smith. So can you tell them what's how the roles been since we become to know each other since I come out of prison?
It's been a little bumpy, but it can be better. And we working on doing better. And that's the thing, trying to understand each other.
That's right. That's right.
That's the most important part, trying to understand each other for communication. But when there's a lack of communication there, then it tends to make things a lot more challenging
Yes,
because
it
we
do.
got to put ourselves on both sides. So it's been a little struggle, but just learning on the way on how to understand him and how he can understand me. We just decided to both just put our guards down and say, let's just take a different approach. Sometimes you got to step back, reevaluate, come back, and take another approach.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
And that's what we've been trying to do.
Well, it ain't been easy. It ain't gonna never be easy. Life ain't, life is all about trying to use your head as you go, instead of reacting all the time. But, like I say, she was born the year I went to prison. I went to prison in 1984 and ended up staying 19 years. By the time I got out, she was 18 years old, getting ready to have my first grandchild.
Yep.
Yeah. So, it's been just a walk, like I say, ain't nobody perfect, you know what I'm saying? But to be joined together, know that, hey, uh, that's a part of you, is something that always stuck with me, that's a part of you, you know, and you know how you, like the Bible say, love your neighbor as you would love yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how you can tell how all this stuff going on in the world today is there's no love out there like it should be. People's not loving themselves because they did, they wouldn't be doing a lot of killing. But thank God we got more love for ourselves to join back together.
Yeah.
Bible
At
said,
some point, you start realizing family is really more important than you thought it was.
right, yeah,
Even though you might not be able to repair everything with everybody, but them ones that's meant to be repaired will definitely pull on you spiritually.
oh yeah, oh yeah, ain't no doubt about that, you know, and you feel it, because like I say, it's just like a part of you. It's just like messing with one of your toes or messing with one of your fingers. Some that you give attention to on your body, it's just not attached to your body. That's all. So it's naturally that you're gonna care for, and that's what a lot of people's been neglected, throughout times and been through something, and they live with it, you know. So this is a time for people to get it out, to explore their families, explore the loved ones, explore the people that's important to them. Uh, get to know them, get to know what they're about. You know,
Yeah. You got to put yourself in their shoes too. And that goes both ways.
right. That's
Everybody need to put themselves in everybody else's shoes, and you got to come up out of that selfish mode. Sometimes we ain't trying to be selfish, but us as humans end up doing that anyway. That's just the human side of us.
yeah.
But when you start trying to get a different understanding of how you can make things better for the next generation, because you always got a generation of people watching you anyway.
That's right. Yeah.
So you definitely got to be careful which way you work, how you communicate. Communication is everything.
Yes, it is. Yeah. If you don't have communication, you ain't got nothing. You know, that's why I can't figure out. You know, sometimes when I call a person phone and they don't answer their phone, I just say, oh, well, they probably just busy, you know. But then you call back again and then they still don't like to answer their phone. Ooh, that gets up under my skin. I don't know about you, but it gets up under my skin. So I just don't call them no more. I just tell them, just consider this my last call. You know what I mean?
When the person don't answer the phone,
Yeah. When they don't answer the phone, know how you call and you're sitting there and you're saying, you know, and the phone ringing, and then you turn around and sit and okay, they probably busy. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Call back later on, and then here it is, you know, and then but you study hearing this thing saying your call had been forward. Don't let it get two rings off and it go forward. That's really a sign. That's really a sign. No, I don't think that person really want to talk to me. So okay, consider this my last call.
not necessarily though.
Huh?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because I do that sometimes, and it don't be purposely. I might be in the middle of a meeting and then forgot to turn my phone down, so I hurry up and forward that person to the voicemail instead of trying to turn the phone down while it's steady ringing.
Oh, well, shoot. I just
So it's not necessarily that I don't want to talk or that that person may not want to talk. It just might be they in the middle of something right now.
yeah, yeah. But what happens when you go on 2 days and they having a meeting for 2 days, huh?
It ain't that they having a meeting for 2 days. It's all the reason I'm laughing and saying this. Everything you calling out is what I do.
Maybe I'm just hey, what they gonna say? Maybe I'm just called at the wrong time.
Maybe you is.
my time,
Maybe you is.
my time, and
Sometimes when people be trying to sit and when they go through, and I'm maybe a person that when I go through, yes, I'll see you call. In my head, I didn't responded to you. I didn't talk to you.
I'm
But
telling
in real life, I really haven't. I just really thought that I did. And
you.
I'll go on with my day. And before I really realized about a day or two later, I'm like, oh, shoot, I really
Man,
never did talk to them.
boy, I do the same thing like you done did. I did it one time like I done paid a bill and thought I paid a bill. I paid the bill in my
Right.
head. I paid the bill in my head. I just knew I paid
Yeah.
that bill. When that bill came back doubling more on it, I said, man, they trying to get over on me. I'm not going to work for y'all. I'm not.
Yeah, that's why I said it happens. I do it.
All right, now what's going on? Thank you for joining the feed. Yeah, this is my daughter here. We just not reuniting back together. She made a suggestion. She explained what how you came up with this, Tanisha.
Okay, my thing is I feel like it should be us doing this whole father and daughter thing, because in our generation we have a lot of broken children, men and women, and with y'all being ripped away from us because y'all steady getting caught up in the children, they don't understand. So how to come back around to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say it's always a possibility to repair any relationship, especially when it's with someone who had you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, man, that was a good suggestion to come up with this. And and we think and we hope and pray to help other people's to come together. They will come together. We won't be having these natural conversations like you hear us talking about. I thought about something. Hey, my mind get real creative. I thought about one time when we doing some comedy together, because we be setting up just we be off chain sometime, man. So it's good to reconnect with your family and especially your baby. That's the only child I have anyway. So I went to prison, spent 19 years of my life in prison, you know. I tell you what, just because of your breakup, I was reading your comment, you were saying how you salute I salute you, my brother. My ex is keeping my 16-year-old daughter away from me because of our breakup. And this the thing with that.
Mm-hmm.
The kids didn't have nothing to do with y'all breaking up. The kids didn't have nothing to do with y'all coming together. The kids didn't ask for all of that. You know what I mean? To take them out of somebody's life, that's still a part of your DNA. You can move them, hide them. When they get grown, what you gonna do then? They still gonna want to know
And
who their father is. So
and
you
that's absolutely true. But you know what the sad part is? If he don't go to court then and ask for his rights, for him to be able to see his child, one they gonna want to know if you paying child support, which that shouldn't even matter because the kid knows nothing about money, but
right,
the child do know about time and love.
right.
So, and that's not to bash women and say that they don't need help financially because they do, But at the end of the day, she's almost 18, so all he could do is just wait. She gonna come back around because the child always wants to know where he or she came from.
Yep. Especially a female.
And I'm a living witness of that.
Yeah.
I wanted to know my father's background. I wanted to know why I look this way. Why I used to look myself in the mirror when I was little, and I used to wonder, who do I really look like?
Mm,
And this is before I knew who my true father was.
did you hear that?
So at the end of the day, yeah, you gonna miss out right now, but just work on yourself until she come back around and keep praying on her to come back around, and she'll come back around on her own when she get grown, when
Show
she able to make her own decisions, and she will definitely make it work.
show will. And he had another comment. He had said that my point exactly. He said, I haven't seen my daughter in 3 years. I have been trying my best, but in going through the process now, he's going through the process and going through the process now, and it's sad that, how you have to be something that's a part of you have to be taken away. It's a hurtful thing. And I feel my brother's pain, you know what I'm saying? But all of it, even the years, even when I was in prison, and my brother was telling me, "Oh, my daughter looked just like me. Oh, my daughter this. Oh, my," you know what I mean? And I went to sleep just dreaming about her, just trying to see her. I just want, you know what I mean? I went through something, woo, hell and high water, might well say it. But when I got out, it was a good thing, you know. She was 18 years old, first grandchild, getting ready to have the first grandchild. I had seen it when I was pacing the floor. 30 days short, getting ready to come home, pacing the floor, back and forth, back and forth. And what happened? It came in my, poof, it flashed. There it was. I said, she's pregnant. When I got out, she was pregnant. I seen it. Oh, yeah, when something is a part of you, when something is a part of you, when something is a part of you, I'm telling you now. When the Bible talk about marriage, how you are come together, how you are joined together as one. It's the same way with that child. That child is a part of you. It's just like breaking a piece of you off. You understand what I'm saying? That's still a part of you. So that part of you is going to yearn for you. Just like you are thinking about her and yearning for her, she may be saying something about you and thinking about you in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all is drawing each other. See what I'm saying? My baby knocked on my...
One thing,
Go ahead, baby.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
People can rip away whatever they want, but they can never rip away that bond, that spiritual tie that y'all have together.
Yep.
If she's 16,
yep, that's what he said. She's 16.
I feel like honestly you wasting money at this point because she's almost 18 and it's gonna be free for you to have a relationship with her to the best of your ability and to the best of her ability. I don't feel you should waste the money, but do what you feel. But I'm saying in 2 more years, when she turn 18, you won't even have to worry about this. You won't have to worry about no courts or nobody telling you what you can and you can't do with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody don't know that. That's another reason I wanted to get on because I also wanted to be very resourceful for women and men. You know, because a lot of stuff when they out here fighting for their family and fighting for their custody rights and trying to figure out how they can see their kid and be a father, some of them be so close to that 18 years and older. Trust me, they gonna look for you. My kids right now still want to know their dad, and their dad ain't never really been that to them.
Yep.
And they still got a soft side. They still want to love on him. They still want a relationship with him. Nobody can never break nothing as far as a tie between you and that child. Whether it happen now or later in life, that baby gonna come for you.
Wow. Can't break it. Just can't break it. You know, so what you have to do is just sit back.
Pray and remain positive. And make your demands and your prayer about what you want, what kind of relationship you want. Work on building on yourself first. And when she come back around, you're gonna be everything she needs you to be.
Now check this out, baby. He said in another respond that yes, you have a point. My father told me the same thing. That's confirmation, my brother. As that's confirmation, as the Bible says, go back to the church. Why I tell you to go back to the church? Because go back to the elders in the church, because look at all that wisdom and the knowledge. They wasn't thinking like we was thinking back then. No, they wasn't thinking like we think. You know what I'm saying? They mindset was in a different frame mode. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna go on. That was confirmation what he gave you, though. Trust me, he ain't lived this long to just to be not know what he talking about. And then it come back and say same thing. It said that yes, you have made a point. He said my father told me the same thing, but I can't help but but to worry about her and her safety. Understand something. You are worrying yourself down over nothing, because when you take and you put in God's hand. When I left Texas, I didn't worry about my baby like you worry. When I left Texas, 2, 3, 4, 5, what was it, 6 years, baby?
Yeah.
When I left Texas, I wasn't worried, because I knew and I had confidence that God got his hand on it. When you take and you put something in his hand, and you got to believe this, man. When you take and you put something in his hand, don't get ready to walk away and grab it back. Let it stay there.
Let it go.
That's all you got to do. And you're going to end up, your baby going to end up as a pearl. How a pearl made? A pearl is made by in the bottom of the sea when it's sat there for so long. So can you imagine? God got his hand on, and when it opened up, you got a pearl? Don't worry about all. I'm sorry, I just got so excited because we worry about things that we don't have to worry about. We have to pray and put God first. Let God do what he gonna do. And you stop trying to do it. And things gonna work out. It's going to work out. Do you not know how many things?
It has to.
Tell him, baby. Tell him.
It has to work out. Anything that's good or bad for you, it's always going to work out in your favor at the end of the day, no matter how it got generated, no matter how it happened.
Yes.
You have to let her go. Any situation that you cannot control, you have to take your hands off of it.
Sure is. Put in his hand. So much you can bear.
Long as you do your part, that's all you need to worry about. When it's time for you to let go and walk away, you let go and you walk away, and you go work on being a better you for when God do let her come back around.
Yes. Yes, because she ain't forgot about you. Trust me. She haven't forgot about you.
It may not be time for you to have her right now.
Yeah.
And as long as you're going to spend in court and all the money you're going to spend with trying to get her to have visiting rights with you, by that time, she's going to be 18. Ain't nothing the court's going to be able to tell her.
Nothing. Stay to be out your business. Get out. Can't do nothing. Ain't nothing they can do. The only thing you do is be in your relationship with God. This is what's going on in the world. People just stop believing in God because there's so much. The internet done opened up to so many peoples and so many things. You know what I'm saying? Giving them so many wild ideas, controlling their subconscious mind. Their subconscious mind ain't doing nothing but dictating what they doing right now instead of plugging into a higher power. Look, when I see some people's that just ain't gonna do right, you know what I do? It's a little light. It's a stand that sets on a little light that I picture in my head that comes on. And that's telling me, go there to unplug it because you don't want the bad energy. So I picture myself going over there, unplugging it, and when the lamp go out, you don't have to worry about me no more because I'm not gonna fool with you. It's easy for me to unplug that lamp than you to wear me down into a coma or something or have a stroke. I'm not going to let you do that to me. So I'd rather just unplug the lamp.
And you shouldn't.
Right.
You shouldn't. You have to learn how to change. When things are not going the way that you want them to go,
that's right.
Now it's time for you to work on changing your perspective of the situation. Now you need to step back and see why is it going this way? What is it that I need to do to make it come to me?
Right. And you got that's why the Bible speak about, get still. You're doing too much, my brother. Get still. This is a time for you to get still. Put the whole full body armor on, get still. He didn't tell you to go fight. He said, get still. Why? So you can think. So you can hear when the spirit tell you to move, when it tell you to move, and you know it's telling you to move when it's telling you to move. That's why. Get still. When my car stopped running, I start panicking. Oh, but you know what? Some spirit just came over me and just told me to just get still. I just got still. I sat out there in that car and I just got still. And the only thing come to my mind was call the mechanics to go and break it down. Maybe we'll know the part. And I got more out of that than what they came to fix. The car got back up and running. They had it back running. You dig what I'm saying? So we have to get still sometimes. Because sometimes the stuff that you're doing, you ain't doing nothing but drawing a lot of that stuff. Oh, I'm worried about what's happening because I'm thinking this can happen. And when you start thinking and worrying and stuff like that, what happened? All this stuff start coming at you. Here it is. And you wonder why it's coming at you. No, change your frequency. Get back up on that spiritual level. Melanated man. You're a melanated human being. Get back up on that frequency and leave that low frequency alone. And his comment, he had another comment. He said, thanks, my brother. I needed that. Needed to hear that. He said, most definitely, y'all right. He said, I came across y'all live. This was definitely meant for me to hear. Thank you, my brother. We just try to do things. My daughter, like say, she suggested, and I believe in it because I knew that it might be somebody out there may be going through the same thing. Mm-hmm. But don't wear yourself down. Tell them, baby.
It's not meant for you to wear yourself down.
So ain't.
Because this is bigger than you.
Yeah. This is a spiritual.
You're gonna end up being a testimony for somebody else.
I'm here. This is a spiritual.
But you gonna get your baby.
That's right. That's right.
And know that and believe that in your heart.
Right.
Don't let that make you believe different.
Yep. You got to coach yourself too. It's about coaching yourself too. Coaching your thoughts. When you get bad thoughts, that's why the Bible tells you to cast down imagination. You know what I'm saying? Because if you come across a bad thought that's trying to come in your imagination, develop a picture, what that imagination gonna do once it come in your mind to try to give this negative thought, you're gonna find yourself hurling that negative thought out. So you got to cast it down and put something. No, I ain't even going for that. I don't even receive that. So don't. No.
And you cast it down with affirmations. I am a great dad.
Yeah.
I deserve to be loved.
That's right.
I deserve to be a great father.
That's right.
I deserve to have my baby. My baby gonna come to me and she gonna love me.
That's
just
right.
Like I love her.
That's right. That's right.
Speaking into existence every day you get up.
That's right. You got that power to speak it into existence. You was created just like God. God told you in the beginning of the word. See, I don't know how they look at that word. I look at the word different. I look at the word on the spiritual level. You can look at the word on the earthly level. You ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna get earthly understanding. That's all you're gonna get. But when you're doing it in the spirit, it's a whole total different level. When you're doing it in the spirit, you got to be doing it in the spirit. So I don't look at this stuff when I read that word, and don't think that, and I'm not just talking to you, brother, but anybody, don't think that you got a God that you believe in that's stupid to let somebody just do what he want to do. Everything is meant for a reason. He said once you step out the will of God, then sin runs its course. So therefore, when you really look at that and you look at it on a mental and a spiritual level and say, hey, I'm gonna just do what I can do, what I feel, what God want me to do, and build that bond and that relationship with him. And you can call anything into existence. You can see it in your imagination. Imagination is the most powerful thing that you really got. I wrote the book on, it's called book written by Kenny Boy. It's called Know Thyself Psychologically, talks about that. You can go to Amazon and get it. But this book, matter of fact, I got it right here. This book right here breaks all that down about the brain, the mind, the character, spirit. I was up under the Holy Spirit when I wrote this book. In the end, when I write books, I try to be up under the Spirit of God, because I know if I try to get in myself, then it's like I'm going to want the stage all the time. And you know how ignorant we can become. And it's about God. It's not about me. My life is about God's life. My daughter's life is about God's life. Everybody's life is sucking on God. Everybody's life. I don't care. You can call him whatever you want to call him, but I want a God that gonna go out and tell nations. I want a God that give me the desire to do what I need to do as a being, to help other people instead of putting them down. You know, I want to lift you up. I'm not trying to hurt you. I want to lift you up. When I leave this earth, I want you still be hearing from me. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make my print like that. Whatever I say, I want to make it taste like cheesecakes. My thoughts be like cheesecakes. You know how you bite off a cheesecake and it be good. I want it to taste that good, because when it come back in my door, it's gonna be good.
And just because it's not happening for you right now,
right?
Hey, she might not be ready for you right now, just as well as you might not be ready for her.
Yeah.
So don't take it so personal, because one thing about it, God always brings people back together at the right time. He's not saying no, he's just saying not right now.
He's got I like that too, what he's doing. Then he really gonna get some blessings off this baby. Hello, baby, you still there? Oh, the meeting in. But it says, I will most definitely purchase some books for my mentorship truth program, and I'll share your book on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate that. Hello, baby, are you there? Okay, hold on. Let me get you. Okay, is you there, baby?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. I can hear you real good. Can you hear? Can you hear my brother? Let me know if you can hear. Can you hear? This brother here, this brother here is already doing a great thing, and he's mentoring. I got videos on my site about mentoring and stuff, and I show you how I mentor them kids. I take them directly hand on to go see a person on the ground that's drunk, suffering, and ask them, do they want to be like that person, and leave that print in their head. Psychologically, that's what it does. It leave that print in their head. And once that print get in their head, it's hard to get out. So they found themselves going back telling their mama they going to go to school, they going to do right. They didn't want to, because it had impacted them so hard. So whatever you doing, you make sure that you take them directly to something that's real ugly. If a man on the ground, drunk with a bottle in his hand, a broken down community, you put that print in their mind and you make it where they would never ever want to revisit that again in their mind. Trust me, it's gonna work. Hey, we're gonna have to connect more. We're gonna have to connect more, because you're dealing with mentorship, and mentorship is all about they watching what you do, they learning off what you do. Mentorship. Yeah, you know what I mean, baby?
Mentorship, absolutely. The mental is very important.
Oh, yes. They say that
very important.
Yes, they say that mental is worse than that physical.
It is.
Yeah, I believe that. It'll paralyze you.
It is, coming from a person that had a mental breakdown. The mental, it can only take so much.
Right.
So that's why they say things you can't control, just let it go. Because you would think that you're suppressing these things.
Right.
You really just releasing acid inside your body. That's where diabetes come from, and high blood pressure, and all these different diseases and cancer, because we take in life and we not really letting things go. We holding on to certain things that we should walk away from. And when you hold on to unnecessary baggage, your body releases acid, and it starts to put diseases off into your body.
Yeah. And then sometime too, also, when we set up and we think about, oh, I might have this, I might have that, we cause it to come, because that's what you focus on, which grows bigger. So you want to stay away from thoughts like that. You want to try to have a healthy, because it's, them thoughts come at you so much. But you want to have a healthy, talk to yourself. I talk to myself all the time. I ride by myself all the time. I always tell myself when I get bad thoughts, even when I start thinking bad about something, I knock it in the head real quick. You got to knock it in the head because they're trying to steal your energy, trying to get you down on that level, your frequency, because your frequency is so high right now. Your frequency is very high. Very high. So what it does, when you know you're on the right paths, it's going to take you through what you're going through. But you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Ain't it, baby?
Yeah.
It's going to work out. It's going to work out.
It always do work out. It may not work out the way you want it to, but it always works
out. Wheels, I know that's right. Show Wheels, I know that's right, boy.
May not be how you want it, but it's going to happen.
Right. The brother said, he said, yes, sir, I'm from Savannah. If I'm saying it right, Savannah.
Yeah, Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, that's where he's from. Thank you, my brother. Welcome to the channel, man. You know, Bill, subscribe, man. You know, where we can talk more, you know. Thank you. But we're going to end this right now because we got like 30-some minutes in. So thank you for the participation, my brother. And I hope and pray that God bless you and your daughter's relationship. I guarantee you. That's right. Amen.
Amen.